All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV, and thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me again onto another show. We're going to speak about Djed Spence, and as is it Djed Spence. I'm going to say Djed Spence. Now, the reason why I want to speak about this player is because I'm quite sure most of you would understand that this player was very much on the top of one of the young players that the JFF would want to bring in and install this particular player in the future of Jamaica football. But all of that has changed now significantly. It has changed because of England. Again, another player. But before I get into the details, please guys, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button as we get into the details, understand what's happening with some of these players. As you can see, I made a video earlier speaking about Kyle Walker-Peters and Tyreek Mitchell, two other players who are waiting on confirmation if they should play for England or they should play for the Reggae Boyz. So the balance of the scale has tipped towards England in that aspect, and now it has also tipped towards England again. So as I said, people, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button as we get into the article. So this is what's happening. This is the situation. Let me read it. The title. Ben Johnson and Djed Spence earned first call up to England under 21 squad. West Ham United's Ben Johnson and Nottingham Forest Djed Spence Djed Spence have been called up to the England under 21 squad. Neither fullback has been kept at any international level before, with Spence also eligible to represent Jamaica. Both have enjoyed very successful seasons with their club side, who are both battling near the top end of their division. West Ham lies 6th in the Premier League and Forest sit 8th in the Championship. Spence is 21 and is on loan from Forest from Middlesbrough, while Johnson is 22, is a product of West Ham Academy. Hull City, Kane Lewis, That's speaking about some other aspect. Also speaking about some of the players that got called up as well. The likes of Spence, Wells, Levy Cole-Will, quite a few players. Tommy Doyle. I don't be surprised if some of these players are eligible to play for us as well. So, as I said, people, earlier I did a video speaking about Kyle Walker-Peters and also Tyreek Mitchell. And what has happened is this. I'm seeing the same continuous repetition of England trying to get these players as early as possible, cap them, and then just leave them on the back burner. I'm wondering if some of these players are getting wiser, because we've seen in recent time a lot of these players, if they would look at even Hudson-Odoi and these players, you realize that some of these, they understand what England is doing in regards to getting these players to get cap tie with the national club and won't see them again, because there's a strong potential, there's a strong possibility that some of these players might hit the superstardom quality, and then no, that is when England would rush into them and try to keep them. But what they do before is catch on to these players as soon as the names have been mentioned in the media on varieties and different stages. They would just swoop in and grab the signatures or cap these players from early as possible. Now we've seen it with so much of the English-based players, and then they just get tossed to the side. We've seen it time and time again. Now, what is the JFF doing? We know of the situation in regards to Djed Spence. We express the interest in the player. What happened? How did that break down? There's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of things to clarify in this. I'm not sure. I won't tell you because I don't know. Did JFF really went all out to get these players, to get some of these players inside of the establishment? I'm not sure. We're talking about a young, bright prospect who is now who is going to play for England and potentially going to play for another top club in England or even on the larger scale. We've seen it. There's also players in Arsenal Academy, Omar Hutchinson. This is definitely a warning sign. This is definitely a warning sign to JFF that even in the likes of Omar Hutchinson, in the likes of Kido Taylor Art, we definitely need to go and get these players. There's a particular player that went to Bayern Munich. I can't remember his name. But what is happening? England is getting these players from early, capping these players, and then just throw them aside. I do think that we need to work on our recruiting process, sort out some of these players because there's a lot of them over at different levels, and they are performing at high level, and they have shown the potential or the ceiling to perform at a higher level than what is being portrayed. So we have to smarten up. The last time I spoke with Mr. Speed, he said we don't have an official scout who is going about and getting those things done. It's just an unofficial scout. And I do think that is one of the areas that we need to fine tune, because we are allowing too many young talented players slipping away through our palms like that. We're holding our hands up and just allowing the players to slip through our palms, and it's taking a toll, and the establishment is taking a toll on how we want to develop. It's taking a toll on how we want to move forward, because when these players hit stardom or even close to stardom, that is when we're rushing to try and get these players. Then by then the players are looking forward to get a call up for England squad. As you can see what happened to Kyle Walker-Peters. He has not officially earned his call up, but the question to be asked is, will he remain in the England squad? And at this point, I highly doubt that he's even thinking about remaining. I do think his first priority is putting on that jersey and go and putting out and perform at his optimum best, and then hopefully that can warrant him another call into the setup. So I do think that we need to work on this aspect, because it's for too long now we have been working on. So Djed Spence has now joined up with the Three Lions, playing for the Three Lions under 21 team. He was called up for the under 21 team, and at the end of the day, that is another ball dropped out of our court. Is that the term? Is that the reference? Well, I don't know. That's another aspect of the JFF spilling the beans. That's just it. And we have seen it over and over again, time and time again. We have seen the JFF spilling these type of beans. Hopefully, we don't allow that to happen, even with Kido Taylor Hart. We need to get on that right away. So that discussion that was held, hopefully something good came from that. I'm really hoping that we get the likes of Kido Taylor Hart over the line. Hutchinson, there's quite a few, so much players in England that we can seek after and get them, because a lot of them are really, really interested in the program. It's just up to us and what we want to do. Present them a project, and I do think that they will buy the project. It's all about presenting a project. Anyways, people, another sad day of JFF dropping the ball. Djed Spence, a player that we already knew that was in the limelight and also been mentioned with Jamaica. But time will come, and we'll see how best we can work around this. Hopefully we can just sharpen up on this era. We really need to sharpen up on this era. I'm seeing too much of these players going now. But anyways, until next time, people, Military Guna TV, people, we are out.